Hey guys, it's your girl here, Supergirl KY, and today I'm going to show you how to make these wonderful plant labels. So this is the nifty greenhouse kit that we got from Lowe's. It has a lid that can be used as a greenhouse. These are the seeds, and of course we're going to be using strawberries, which are my personal favorite. And we're going to be planting each packet into 2 columns, each has 6. And they gave us these little labels that we're going to be using. So just to give an overview, this is what I have designed on my Cricut software. I figured, nothing too complicated, but I think it'll definitely spruce up and brighten the little seedlings that will be sprouting here shortly. So based on the vegetables and strawberries, these are the vinyls I will be using. And as you can see, the black one is from a previous project, so I'm going to make the most out of it and arrange my black vinyl accordingly to be able to have minimal waste. And you can see that I've arranged a couple other ones in a bit of a funky layout, but again, it's to minimize the amount of waste. And as you can see, Cricut calls out the order in which the vinyls are going to be printed. So I go ahead and prepare my vinyls in that order. And then once everything looks good and ready to go, it is time to go ahead and click continue and prepare your first piece of vinyl. In my case, it is black. The first thing the Cricut is printing in this case is the names of the seedling packets that we're having it cut out, and we're going to repeat the prep process for each different color of vinyl. Now, to make the adhesive part for the backs of the seedling labels, I'm going to be using some black vinyl, and I'm just showing you the sizes that I made them. You can choose to have them different sizes, obviously, but this is how I went about doing mine. It's kind of tricky to do the lines. You have to know that the Cricut cuts it off at 0.25 inches on every side. There are hacks to go about getting around that, but I just do some simple math and accommodate accordingly. And I go ahead and have it on black vinyl. The reason I used black vinyl was because I just happened to have the most of it. Since nothing was going to be on it and no one's really going to see it, I just went ahead and used black. You can obviously use whatever color you would like. Now again, using the same method I used for the black vinyl, I created the fronts. Now since I'm using cardstock, I had to change where my lines are because it is the standard sheet of paper size, 8.5 by 11. And make sure you change your dial to cardstock instead of vinyl. I forgot to do that here. Everything worked out in the end, but just a quick reminder. So now that I have everything all weeded and cut out and prepped and laid out, it is time to assemble everything. What I found with the words was it was easier to actually just put the words onto the cardstock and then kind of reverse weed because of how small the letters were. Everything, it looks good in the end. That's just a quick tip. If you guys have any suggestions, please feel free to comment below. But other than that, the process of assembling these was super easy. Anybody can do it. The peppers, when assembling them, were a little difficult. I ended up using just some simple Scotch tape to weed the small pieces from the peppers. So all in all, this process didn't take more than maybe 3 hours to weed, design, cut, assemble, and I think they turned out really well. Now let's go put them with their seedlings. I personally think they turned out really well. Hopefully the plants turn out half as good as these turned out, and I think I'll be in good shape. If you have any comments, please feel free to comment below, and always remember to have a super day. Thank you all for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.